Tamron 28 to 75 f2.8 out here in Iceland, workshop, roadie, Cole Roberts, magic behind the camera here. We're gonna go take some pictures with this lens. I only brought this lens. I guess that's not true. I also brought a fisheye and a tilt shift, but this is the only conventional lens that I brought, so it will be used the most on this trip. Good morning, Iceland. Tamron 28-75 all day. Starting the day pretty strong. And if this is a sign of things to come, it's gonna be a really nice day. I brought proper footwear for the first time. Usually it's just Air Force Ones. Today, waterproof boots. I'm ready. Look at this. I'm going to be doing a variety of, I would say primarily video clips is what you're going to see in this video from this lens. I'm also going to be taking photos, obviously. And as a one lens for a wedding day, I would say that if you're looking at a 24-70 f2.8, you're going to spend a lot of money. If you're looking at this 20-75 f2.8 G2 by Tamron, it's a lot more cost effective to essentially get the same focal range. And I would say it's incredibly powerful on wedding days. It really is an all-day lens. Camera is the Nikon Z II, which has just come out. Also, like this kit, a very cost-effective solution for wedding photography. I don't know why. I feel like Nikon's gonna have a really challenging time selling the more expensive cameras because this Z II does so much. And if you're looking for a wedding photography kit, I'd say that this is a really, really solid option. And maybe even probably, I would say the most cost-effective and best quality kit that you can get that's ever been made. One of the good things with Nikon is that they don't water down any of the functionality of this lens when on a Z series. There's another brand that you might not be able to shoot the full FPS of your camera, or the IBIS might just not work as good. On Nikon, this is working amazingly, including the IBIS. It's also important to have a zoom, something versatile, because I don't really want to be changing lenses in the mist, and it's also nice and weather sealed. Even though there's a USB-C there, you're not going to get any moisture in there. This is totally fun. If it was a torrential downpour, maybe we would go inside, but that's not comfortable for anyone. But in a light mist like this, I am totally comfortable with this lens, and also the camera body too. Coming to Iceland, and there's an app that you just order this weather on. It's pretty expensive, but no wind I think is $300 a day. It's worth it because we're a big group. And sun, I think we queued it up for $7.15. Is that what we did?
PayPal?
PayPal, they take PayPal, yeah. Yes. And we got buttons, function buttons here. Your zoom ring up here and your focus ring in the back. I don't think that I've ever used manual focus with this lens. I feel like it just tracks, but I would say that's a pretty small form factor. On the side here, USB-C, firmware updates, or if you want to charge your lens. I'm kidding, you don't have to charge your lens. You might want a wider safety lens as well. I have a 24 in my bag just in case things get a little crazy. It used to be a 20 for a long, long time. And this year I've changed to a 24. So things are getting crazy up in my kit. But then I always have an 85 and also the Tamron 35-150, which I think is, if you have the budget for it, it is the best ceremony lens. It's also an incredible all-day lens as well. It is a little bit larger, but I would say the usefulness score on the 35-150 is like a 15 out of 10 for us as wedding photographers. Now, I haven't even really talked about the optical quality. Obviously, you've been seeing images on the screen. All the video clips are straight out of camera. I have edited the photos you're seeing, but for video, everything is as I took it. I'm usually on a shade white balance for most of the day, unless given a reason not to be, and usually that's if we're inside and we are lit by incandescent lighting rather than daylight, like we are in that scene back there. I didn't have any issues with flaring. I've used this lens on wedding days as well, not just here in Iceland, but I've never really had any strange issues or problems that I've seen that I've had to either fix in post-production or do some sort of workaround. I'm just happy with this lens as it is, and straight out of camera, it does deliver some incredible files. And there's the sunrise. You saw it. That's all we got, unfortunately. It was a pretty easy day for light here. This is day one of a 2-day workshop that we're doing in Iceland with Roadie Workshops. I'm a co-host of it with my friend Cole Roberts. And Magic was able to join us this time, which was also amazing. Everything that you've been seeing has also pretty much been shot at f2.8. There have been a few images where you've seen the waterfall blurred out a little bit, soft water. Those images were shot maybe more down towards f22 or f16 in order to give myself a slower shutter speed to get it. But the majority of the images, both today in terms of photo and video, and then also on a wedding day, I also shoot at f2.8 pretty much all the time until given a reason not to. Sometimes that reason is a family grouping and maybe there's too many people in the group and I have to make a second row in the back. That might be a reason to go down to f5.6 or f8 depending on my distance to the grouping. But overall, I'm pretty much at f2.8 all wedding day. In terms of the usefulness of the 28 to 75mm focal length, I'm really happy with it because it allows me to get a wider shot in getting ready coverage and wider environments like that. But it also allows you to get some tighter close-ups for during the ceremony specifically. I do have one of my front function buttons set up to go into APS-C crop mode so that I'm able to get a little bit more reach. And depending on your camera, you might either get a lot of megapixels or on the Z5 II. I'm still happy with the megapixels. I think you get maybe 12 megapixel files if you are in crop mode, which is fine for documentary style images or a few close-ups during the ceremony. Not something to use all day, but it is nice to have it set to that front function button. Exit through the gift shop. Incredible time out here in Iceland with the 28-75 G2. If you do want to go to a full wedding day, there's one on the screen right here. And you can go to that wedding day with this lens. See you next time.